Thank you, Brian, and welcome. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. So, I'd like to start by asking if anyone has a mobile phone, please turn it on. Anything you're looking at might be more interesting than what I have to say. So I want to be serious. This year's Hall of Fame dinner and inductees is particularly special to me personally because of how well I know several of this year's inductees. The first is Bruce Woznicki. Bruce is a colleague of mine at MPGA. He's been running the Codes and Standards shop at MPGA for over 30 years. He's a consummate professional. He listens first and speaks second, a skill I admire and envy. He has earned the respect of anyone and everyone I've ever met in the propane industry with regard to his Codes and Standards acumen and his ability to build a consensus. His commitment to propane safety and advancement of Codes and Standards alongside technology advancements is second to none. In his off time, I know he's a big family man, his new grandson, Maverick. He's a basketball player, a guitarist, and a big Chicago Bears fan. Joe and Rosie. It's only fitting that they're being inducted jointly here tonight, as they've been a true power couple in the propane industry. The word I think of when I think of Joe and Rosie is generosity. Generosity with their time and with their resources. They've spent more time as volunteers for propane associations and foundations than anyone I know. Joe's twice been inducted, or been awarded MPGA State Director of the Year, and Rosie has been nothing short of saint for her tireless work in the foundation. And as an added bonus to me personally, they took on rooting for the Detroit Lions this year after the beloved Bengals were knocked out of the playoffs. It's fitting to me because in my mind, Joe shares the same nickname as the Bengals quarterback, Joe Cool. Randy. Randy and his wife Denise were among the first people I met in the propane industry. I'm going to share a short story. I'll never forget, one of my first industry meetings was a PERC Council meeting in Florida about 5 years ago. We were taking a chartered bus from the meeting hotel to dinner. As chartered buses go, each row had 2 seats on each side. So I was sitting in one seat in one row, and Randy was in a seat either behind me or next to me in a single seat. And Denise came on to the bus after us. She walked down the aisle. She looks at Randy, she looks at me, and then she proceeded to sit next to me instead of her husband, Randy. It was great. We had a laugh over it, we had dinner together that night and became fast friends. Randy's definitely a forward thinker in this industry, like so many Hall of Fame inductees. One example is co-founding the Benchmarking Council, and then his current work with hydraulic heat pumps. In essence, a heat pump helper that works in collaboration with electric. I will say, it's amazing to see the ingenuity of our industry, from heat pump helpers to propane-powered EV charging stations. There's so much ingenuity in this industry. Basically, anything other than the idea, I pitched to Shark Tank recently. I had the idea for a new perfume scent, Boomer Captain. Mark Cuban was not impressed. Mike Walters, I know only by reputation, as so much of his work with CTEP, MPGA, and PERC just predated me, but I have no doubt that given his company here tonight, he's done tremendous things for the propane industry, and in particular, the field of safety. And that includes his current work with PERC to help modularize C-Chuck training, which is a huge leap forward for the industry. Before I wrap up, I want to recognize all of the Hall of Famers in the room. So if you're an LP Gas Hall of Fame member or are here representing one, can you please stand up? I'll leave by thanking LP Gas for hosting this wonderful event, tonight's sponsors and the attendees. This is one of my favorite events of the year, and I'm thrilled to have you all here, and I'm looking forward to a terrific next couple of days in Charlotte. Thanks, Brian.